Hello dear students, welcome to YouTube channel Learn with Gisla. In this video of number systems, we are going to take a few solved questions related to rationalization of irrational numbers. Now in this video, we are going to solve these four questions. First two questions, we have to find the rationalizing factor. So basically, we will solve this kind of expression where we have three irrational numbers and we will convert into rational numbers. And next two questions, that is question 3 and question 4, we are going to rationalize the denominators using again the rationalizing factor, right? So over here, the same concept which we will study in question 1 and 2 is being used. So let us start. Now first question is find the rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 6 minus root 2. Now if you observe this expression, it consists of three irrational numbers, right? So we have to find its rationalizing factor so that it becomes a rational number. Now there are two mathematical operations, plus and minus. To find its conjugate, it will be difficult. So to solve this issue, we will group them into two parts. Both are irrational numbers combined together with a minus sign. Now it is easy to find the conjugate. So its conjugate will be root 5 plus root 6 plus root 2. Now minus has become plus. So two expressions joined together with a plus sign, right? It is its conjugate. Now we shall multiply the given expression with the conjugate, right? Already we have grouped them, right? Already we have grouped them. If you observe, they are of the form a minus b into a plus b. According to the identity, it says that whenever we have a plus b into a minus b, it is equal to a square minus b square. So this is our a square minus b square. Now what is our a? A over here in this expression is root 5 plus root 6. Whereas b over here is root 2. So accordingly, if we are writing a square, we will write root 5 plus root 6 whole square. And when we are writing b square, we will write square of root 2. Okay, so we have got a square minus b square. Now if you observe square of root 5 plus root 6, this is of the expression a plus b whole square, which says that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is another identity. Now using this identity, we can say our a over here is root 5 and b over here is root 6. So when we shall put the values of a and b in this identity, we shall be writing square of root 5 as a square, square of root 6 as b square, then plus 2 into square root of 5 into 6, that is our 2 into a into b, right? And then of course minus square of root 2 is already there, right? So this is one part where we have solved a plus b whole square, that is root 5 plus root 6 whole square. And this is the second part, right? That is square of root 2. Now let us simplify it. Square of root 5 is 5. Square of root 6 is 6. 2 root of 5 into 6 is 30. And square of root 2 is minus 2. Now 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. So 9 plus 2 root 30. This is an expression we have got in which now there is only one irrational number, right? So we have simplified the given expression which had three irrational numbers into an expression which has only one irrational number now, right? Now further also we can rationalize it because still there is one irrational number. Now to rationalize it, we need a conjugate. Now conjugate will be the same terms with a different sign. So 9 plus 2 root 30, we can say its conjugate is 9 minus 2 root 30, right? And multiply both, we get again a square minus b square, because this is of the form again a plus b into a minus b. and the identity says it is equal to a square minus b square. Now over here if you observe, a is 9 and b is 2 root 30. So accordingly a square is 9 square and b square is square of 2 root 30, in between minus sign. Now square of 9 is 81. Over here 2 square, you will do 2 square and square of root 30 is 30, right? Now 2 square is 4, 4 into 30. Now 4 into 30 is 120, so 81 minus 120, which is equal to minus 39. Now this is what? This is a rational number. So from three irrational numbers, we can say from three irrational numbers, we have simplified to one irrational numbers, and further we have simplified to zero irrational number, that is we have got a rational number. This is what is known as rationalization, and the rationalizing factors were the conjugates. What were the rationalizing factors? Rationalizing factors was the first conjugate multiplied by the second conjugate. So both of these together are the rationalizing factor of the given expression, right? Now question 2 is also similar to question 1. Here also we need to find the rationalizing factor of root 2 plus root 3 minus root 7. Now these are the three irrational numbers which we have to simplify by rationalizing it and convert into rational number. For that we require rationalizing factor, or we can say conjugate. To solve this purpose, let us combine them together. So to form two expressions combined together with a minus sign. Only one mathematical operation is now there. So now its conjugate we can say is the two expressions combined with plus sign. Minus has become plus. Now let us multiply the given expression by the conjugate. So over here, as you can see, it is our a minus b. This is our a plus b. So whenever we have such factors as a minus b and a plus b, we can use the identity which says that a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is what we have done over here, a square minus b square. Over here if you see, a is root 2 plus root 3 and b is root 7. So accordingly in the identity we shall put the values. A square is square of root 2 plus root 3 and b square is square of root 7. So we have got a square minus b square. Now if you see this expression, this one, square of root 2 plus root 3, it is also related to another identity, that is a plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Where over here we can say a is root 2 and b is root 3. Right. Now putting the values of a and b in the given identity, we can say first is a square. So that is square of root 2, then b square, square of root 3 and plus 2ab, that is 2 root 2 into 3. And already we have over here square of root 7. So that has come over here. So this is one expression we can say which we have expanded. Find the product of these factors. Yes, this we have used the identity over here. Now let us solve it. Square of root 2 is 2, square of root 3 is 3, 2 root of 2 into 3 is 2 root 6 and square of root 7 is 7, outside minus sign. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 minus 7 is minus 2 plus 2 root 6. Right. Now if you observe, this is again an expression which consists of now only one irrational number. So from three irrational numbers, earlier we had three irrational numbers, we have reduced to one irrational number. Now further also we can rationalize it and convert into rational number. So for that we need conjugate. Conjugate is, as I have told, the same terms with the opposite sign. So minus 2 plus 2 root 6, its conjugate will be minus 2 root 6. Now let us multiply both. So the given expression multiply by the conjugate. So it is a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. This identity we are going to use, but over here now the a will change. A is minus 2 and b is 2 root 6. Earlier the a was different. Yes, earlier the a and b were different. Now a and b are different. So now according to the identity a square minus b square, we shall put the values. A square is square of minus 2 and b square is square of 2 into root 6. Now square of minus 2 is 4. Now square of 2 is, we can write 2 square into square of root 6 is 6. So 2 square into 6, that is 4 into 6 is 24. So 4 minus 24 is minus 20. Now this is a rational number, right? Minus 20 is a rational number. So as you can see, from 3 irrational numbers, we have got one irrational number, and from one irrational number, we have reduced it to 0 irrational number. Now there is 0 irrational number. That means now everything is a rational number, right? Now to solve it, to solve the given expression and to reduce it into a rational number, we have multiplied by the two conjugates. That is our rationalizing factor. So rationalizing factor of the given expression is root 2 plus root 3 minus root 7, which was the first conjugate. Yes, this was the first conjugate, and second conjugate was this one, that is minus 2 minus 2 root 6, right? So multiplication of this both are the rationalizing factor of the given expression. Now let us take up question 3. Rationalize the denominator of 4 upon 2 plus root 3 plus root 7. Now such expressions which are joined by two mathematical operations, we have already learnt in question 1 and 2 how to find their rationalizing factor. Then only we will find the rationalizing factor or conjugate and then rationalize it. So over here we need to group them, 2 plus root 3 and root 7. Now we have only one mathematical operation, that is plus sign. So we can say the conjugate of this expression is going to be 2 plus root 3 minus root 7, right? Now we are going to multiply the expression with this conjugate in the numerator as well as denominator. So over here also we need to make bracket. Now when we make bracket, if you observe, this is our A, this is our B, this is A, this is B, right? So we can say A is 2 plus root 3 and B is root 7. So can we apply identity A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square, right? In the numerator we are multiplying 4 with the conjugate, right? And in the denominator we are going to use the identity. A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. Now what is our A? A is 2 plus root 3, so square of 2 plus root 3. B is root 7, so square of root 7, right? B square, A square minus B square. Now this identity, if you look at this, square of 2 plus root 3, isn't it resemble A plus B whole square, where I can say my A is 2 and B is root 3. So now over here I am going to use the identity A plus B whole square, which says that A square plus B square plus 2AB. So over here A is what? A is 2. So square of 2, that is 4. Now B square, that means square of root 3, that is 3. Now 2AB, so 2 into 2 into root 3, that will become 4 root 3. And then square of, over here I have square of root 7, that will become minus 7, right? Now 4 plus 3 7, 7 minus 7 is 0. So I am left with 4 root 3 over here. 4 and 3 and 7 will cancel. In the numerator again the same thing, 4 and the conjugate, their product. And now if you observe, this 4 and this 4 will cancel. Now we are left with 1 upon root 3 and in bracket the conjugate, 2 plus root 3 minus root 7, right? Now again one irrational number we have over here. here we had in the denominator we had two irrational numbers, right? Now over here we have one irrational number. In this whole expression we have one irrational number which we need to rationalize. This is what rationalizing the denominator means, that we have to convert into rational number. So we shall multiply by root 3 into root 3 in the numerator as well as denominator to rationalize our denominator, that is root 3. Now 1 into root 3 is root 3 and root 3 into root 3 is 3. Now we shall multiply root 3 with each of these terms inside the bracket and try to simplify it, because now we have got a rational number in the denominator. Now no need to further rationalize it. 1 by 3 we have got, and 2 into root 3, then root 3 into root 3 is 3, and then minus root 3 into 7, root 7 is root of 21, 3 into 7 21. So this is our final answer, right? And which we have rationalized it. That means the denominator now is a rational number, right? Now question 4 is also similar to question 3. Here also we need to rationalize the denominator of 1 upon root 2 plus root 3 plus root 10. Now such expressions we have already learned how to find their rationalizing factor, because we have to rationalize the denominator. So since it is joined by two mathematical operations plus and plus, we need to group them and then find its conjugate. So its conjugate will be same terms with the opposite sign. So root 2 plus root 3 minus root 10. Instead of plus, now we have minus. Now we shall multiply the given expression by the conjugate in the numerator as well as denominator. Let us group them over here also, right? Now if you observe over here, this whole root 2 plus root 3 we can say A, plus root 10 as B. Over here again root 2 plus root 3 as A, minus root 10 is B. So we can say our A over here is root 2 plus root 3 and B is equal to root 10. So we can easily put the identity A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square, right? In the numerator we shall multiply 1 into the conjugate and we shall get the conjugate as it is, and in the denominator now we shall use the identity. Now A square, so square of, over here we have root 2 plus root 3 as A, so square of root 2 plus root 3. Now B square is root 10, so square of root 10. In the numerator now again the same conjugate will follow, and over here if you observe again we can use another identity, because here you can see it is A plus B whole square, where we can say our A is root 2 and B over here is root 3. So I can use the identity A plus B whole square, which is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So now first of all A square, and what is our A? A is root 2. So we can say root 2 whole square, which is 2. Then plus root 3 whole square, right, which is 3, right? And then 2 into root 2 into root 3, right? And then square of root 10, that is 10. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 minus 10 is minus 5. So minus 5, and 2 into 3, 6 under the root. So 2 into root 6. And in the numerator the conjugate as it is, right? Now if you observe in this denominator, in the given expression, we had three irrational numbers. Now over here we have one irrational number. So again we are going to rationalize it. Still we have got the irrational number in the denominator. So we shall rationalize it by its conjugate, using the conjugate, and then convert into rational number. So 2 root 6 minus 5, its conjugate is 2 root 6 plus 5. We shall multiply the numerator and as well as denominator by the conjugate. Now after multiplying by conjugate, we shall get in the numerator the product of root 2 plus root 3 minus root 10 into 2 root 6 plus 5, And in the denominator, if you observe, this is our a minus b and this is our a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So over here we can say that a is 2 root 6 and b is 5. So accordingly we have put square of 2 root 6 and square of 5. Now in the numerator, now we are going to solve it. This is a trinomial and this is a binomial. So each term of trinomial multiply by each term of binomial. Suppose we take root 2. Root 2 will be multiplied first with 2 root 6 and then root 2 will be multiplied to 5. Similarly, we shall take next one. Let us take 3. Root 3 we shall multiply by 2 root 6 and then root 3 will be multiplied to 5. And similarly, we can say root 10. We will multiply first with 2 root 6 and then with 5. And this is how we have done the multiplication. So root 2 into 2 root 6 is 2 root 12 and then root 2 into 5 is 5 root 2. Root 3 into 2 into root 6. 3 into 6 is 18. 2 as it is. Now root 3 into 5. 5 as it is. Root 3. Now 10 into 6 is 60. So 2 root 60 and root 10 into 5, that is 5 root 10, right? And in the denominator, if you see, square of 2 is 4 and square of root 6 is 6. So 4 into 6 is 24. Now 5 square is 25, right? Now 24 minus 25 is minus 1 we are getting in the denominator, right? Now to solve this numerator, we have to factorize, or we can say find the factors of 12, say 18, 60 and see whether any factor can come out. So 2 into 2, 3, 2, 3 into 3, 2, 3, 2 into 2, 3, 5, 2 into 5, right? So these are the factors, we have factorized it. Now if you remove the root sign, we can write half over here, raised to power half, right? Over here also 1 by 3 can come, but let it be root 3 because it doesn't have any factor. So over here half, right? And let us now 2 square cancel, square cancel, over here square cancel, right? Over here we don't have any square, so let it be. So now we are left with 3 over here under the root, right? So under the root we have 3. Or another way of calculating it, you can simply say you have minus. Now over here minus 1 is there, so it will change all the signs, right? Whatever signs are in the numerator, it will change all the signs. So all the plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So that's how this minus came. Now 2 and one of the factor outside, so into 2 root 3. So that way also we can do. Instead of going through this step, you may not understand this step, so you can directly write like this. Then plus will become minus 5 root 2. Now over here 3 into 3, take out one of the factors, so 2 into 3 root 2. So that is how 6 root 2 has come. Now 5 root 3 as it is, and then 2 into 2, again one of the factors outside, so 2 into 2, and inside we are left with 3 into 5, that is 15. Now over here 2 into 5, none of the factors are in pair, so let it be 2 into 5, 10. So 5 root 10 over here as it is, right? Now further we can simplify by solving the like terms. Now what are the like terms over here? Minus 4 root 3 and minus 5 root 3, right? So over here we can say minus 9 root 3, and over here if you see minus 5, let me take minus 5 root 2 and minus 6 root 2. This I can keep it as minus 11 root 2, right? And these two factors as it is, 5 root 10 as it is, and then over here 4 root 15 as it is, right? So this is the answer. This is how we have rationalized it, rationalized the denominator, and now the denominator is 1. So that is a rational factor, right? So this is it, children. Hope you have understood all these questions which we have solved in this video. In case of any doubt, you can always write to me in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.